The ASCS, immigrants make up about 40 million of the U.S. population, or about 13%. My name is Gunnar Howe, and I'm a student at ASU Cersei, and today I'd like to talk to you guys about 4 different things to persuade y'all to believe that the immigration laws need to be reformed here in America. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about are families and how immigration affects families. Number 2 is workers, how it affects workers of the United States. 3, I want to talk to you guys about the economy and how immigration and the laws affect the economy. And the fourth and last thing I want to inform you guys about a little bit is about the national security and how if we reformed it would help with that. Alright, so let me talk a little bit more about these 4 things. The first, families. The basic unit of America is families. Families are more likely to have a positive impact on society through paying taxes, starting businesses, and creating jobs for people. Families are being divided and separated from each other for long periods of time by our immigration system and the rules we follow concerning them. We spend billions of dollars destroying everything that immigrants bring, including families, businesses, deporting people who are striving to gain an education and make something of themselves. I think we should have a system that allows the immigrants who are not citizens to come out of where they're hiding and start paying taxes and start contributing to America without the fear of being thrown out. This would allow them to keep their families together, and after all, family values are one of the most important things that we have. Alright, moving on, the second thing is workers. I want to talk to you guys about how if we reform the laws, it would help with our workers. 1 in 20 workers in the U.S. workforce are vulnerable to working circumstances that take unfair advantage of our immigration laws. This allows them to hire people without paying the minimum wage and ignoring rights protected by the law. If we can get the undocumented workers on the same footing as the rest of America, it would make it a lot harder for employees to drag these wages down and hire these people that just shouldn't be hired for the reasons that they are. We need more jobs and better wages for Americans, not more laws keeping workers out. The federal government, I believe, has an obligation to take control of the situation and fix the problems. The third thing is the economy. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how immigrants affect the economy and how if we reformed our laws, it would help flourish our economy a little bit. Alright. Hard times are going to come, whether we want them or not. Companies should be able to use our immigration system to help plan for these times. Certain sectors require a large workforce and people willing to do the job. More people are receiving high school diplomas and college degrees looking for better jobs, such as white-collar jobs. Every kid these days wants to be a doctor or some kind of therapist, or people these days aren't looking for laborious jobs. The immigration laws keep businesses from having a stable workforce because right now, we're keeping these people from taking the labor jobs. Another challenge we face today, as far as our economy goes, are aging baby boomers. As they age, we do not have a balanced workforce. Businesses are looking for younger and stronger people to take over and healthier employees to help, and especially with the labor jobs. Changing some rules would allow for these holes in our workforce to hopefully be patched, because there's a lot more baby boomers right now than there are of us, and it would really help if we could get some more documented workers on the scene helping balance our workforce right now. We have more baby boomers or more old people working right now than we ever have before. People are starting to live longer, so this is actually becoming a pretty big problem. The fourth and final thing I want to talk to you guys about is security, kind of national security. All right, with few legal options to become a U.S. citizen, more people than ever are looking for ways to get into the U.S., whether it be legal or not. These petty things take away time and resources from actual threats that need to be dealt with. Immigration reforms will make it easier for more immigrants to make it into the U.S. with a visa. It will enforce rules that make undocumented workers register and contribute to America. It will also draw a fine line between the immigrants who want to exploit our broken system from the ones who come looking for opportunity and to better themselves. Fixing these things can allow us to focus on the smugglers who are trying to get guns and drugs across the border. There's movies I watched the other day. I actually watched one about a guy um, who smuggles drugs across the border. He has these runners, and they have a pack of about 12 guys that just load up drugs in their backpack and they run across the border and sell them. This is a pretty big problem, and we have threats like these every day that need to be dealt with instead of wasting our time. So these right now, these four things I hope have persuaded you guys to see that our laws need to be reformed. These four things that I talked about were families, workers, the economy, and the fourth thing I talked to you guys about was national security. These laws may have been effective at the time they were placed, but times change, and now they must be reformed as society changes.